Last Saturday my son recorded a 47-second video clip of me destroying him 6-2, 6-3 in tennis. He was so shocked by what had just happened that his hands were shaking as he posted it on Facebook with a caption that said, "I just got absolutely smoked by my 77-year-old dad. Someone please explain this to me." Within 4 days, that video had 2.9 million views, hundreds of comments from people demanding to know my secret, and my son calling me twice a day asking what the hell I'd been doing that he didn't know about. Here's exactly how I did it, step by step, nothing held back, and how you can do it too regardless of your current fitness level. My son is 52 years old, played competitive college tennis, still competes in local tournaments on weekends, and practices twice a week with guys half his age. He's not some casual player. He's legitimately good. I, on the other hand, hadn't played a full match in 9 years because of chronic knee pain, shoulder pain that made serving agony, and energy that completely disappeared after about 20 minutes of any physical activity. I'd become the dad who watched from the sidelines, who made excuses, who said things like, "I used to play," while feeling a quiet sadness that those days were gone forever. Last Saturday he was at the courts with some of his tennis buddies, and I stopped by to drop off something he'd left at my house. He saw me walking across the parking lot and, in front of all his friends, challenged me to a match. He thought it would be cute dad time, maybe nostalgic, probably something where he'd go easy on me and we'd have a nice bonding moment. He had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. I looked at him, looked at his smirking friends, who clearly thought this was going to be adorable, and said one word, "Sure." I won 6-2, 6-3. I didn't just win, I dominated. He couldn't return my serve consistently. My ground strokes had pace he wasn't expecting. I covered the court like I was 20 years younger. His friends went from amused to quiet to absolutely speechless. One of them said out loud, "Wait, how old are you?" My son filmed the entire second set because he genuinely couldn't believe what was happening. At one point you can hear him laughing in disbelief on the recording, saying, "Dad, what is going on right now?" After the match I wasn't even breathing that hard. My son was bent over, hands on his knees, dripping sweat. I walked calmly to my bag, pulled out my water bottle with my recovery drink already prepared, and drank the entire thing right there while he watched. He asked what it was. I told him it was the reason I just beat him. He thought I was joking until I explained that I'd been using this exact drink for 14 months, and it had completely transformed my recovery, my muscle mass, my energy, and my testosterone levels. The secret to what happened on that tennis court isn't talent or genetics. It's one single Blue Zones recovery drink I take exactly 22 minutes after any physical activity, whether that's tennis, golf, yard work, or even a long walk. This drink is used by centenarians in Nicoya, Costa Rica, who are still riding horses, chopping wood, and doing physical labor at 95 years old. It completely eliminates soreness, rebuilds muscle faster than any protein shake I've ever tried, and keeps testosterone at healthy levels, naturally without any sketchy supplements. Here's the exact drink, ingredient by ingredient, with nothing left out because precision matters. 1 cup of fresh coconut water, and it has to be actual coconut water, not the concentrated stuff from a can. 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder, real cacao, not the processed cocoa you use for hot chocolate. 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, the real Ceylon variety, not the cheap cassia. 1 teaspoon of raw local honey, a pinch of sea salt. I put all of this in a shaker bottle, shake it vigorously for about 10 seconds until it's completely mixed. and drink the entire thing within 22 to 28 minutes after finishing any physical activity. That timing window is crucial for reasons I'll explain. Let me tell you why this works better than any $80 recovery supplement you can buy at a nutrition store or online. The combination of raw cacao and coconut water creates the highest natural electrolyte and polyphenol combination known to nutritional science. The coconut water provides potassium, magnesium, and natural electrolytes that are molecularly identical to human blood plasma, which means your body absorbs them instantly. The raw cacao contains flavonoids and antioxidants that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress caused by exercise. The Ceylon cinnamon regulates blood sugar and insulin response, which means your body doesn't store the honey as fat. It uses it specifically to replenish glycogen in your muscles and liver. The raw honey provides the perfect form and amount of simple sugars to refill your liver glycogen stores, which is what gives you energy for the next day. And the pinch of sea salt restores the minerals you lost through sweat, preventing cramping and maintaining proper cellular function. When you consume these specific ingredients together, in these exact proportions, within that 22 to 28 minute window after exercise, you trigger something called anabolic rebound. Your body interprets the stress of exercise, combined with perfect nutrition, as a signal to build muscle and increase strength, rather than breaking down. This is the exact opposite of what happens when you do nothing after exercise or drink some sugary sports drink with artificial ingredients. I gained 8 pounds of lean muscle in 14 months, between age 76 and 77, using only this drink after physical activity. I didn't lift weights. I didn't do any special training program. I just stayed active, doing things I enjoy: golf, tennis, yard work, and I drank this recovery formula every single time within that window. My testosterone, which had been declining for years and was at 412 when I started, went up to 788 naturally. My doctor has the blood work from both dates, and he was so impressed, he asked me to write down the exact recipe for his other patients. My recovery time is now faster than my son's, and he's 25 years younger than me. After that tennis match, I woke up the next morning with zero soreness, completely ready to play again if someone challenged me. My son texted me that same morning saying his shoulder was killing him and his legs felt like concrete. The difference isn't age. It's what you do in that critical window after activity when your body is primed to either recover and build, or break down and age. I have photos that show the difference this has made. 3 years ago, at 74, I looked soft and tired, no muscle definition, shoulders slumped forward, the posture of someone who'd given up on being physical. Today, at 77, I have visible muscle definition in my arms and shoulders. I stand straighter. I look like someone who's active and strong. Same lighting, same camera, same person, completely different body. 3 years ago I could barely walk 18 holes of golf without my knees aching for 2 days afterward. Today I can play full power tennis for 2 solid hours, covering the court aggressively, serving hard, and I wake up the next morning with zero soreness and energy to do it again. My friends my age think I'm on something illegal or that I'm lying about my age. My son now drinks this exact recovery formula too, because, as he told me, he absolutely refuses to lose to me again. The beautiful thing about this approach is that it works for any physical activity at any fitness level. You don't have to play tennis or golf. If you're just walking around the neighborhood, drink this 22 minutes after you finish. If you're doing yard work, same thing. If you're playing with grandkids, same protocol. Your body doesn't care what the activity was, it just responds to the signal you give it afterward. Most people over 65 avoid physical activity because they're terrified of the soreness and exhaustion that follows. They remember what it used to feel like to recover quickly. And now it takes 3 days to feel normal again after anything strenuous. So they just stop doing things. That's the beginning of the end. But when you eliminate soreness and cut recovery time to almost nothing, suddenly being active becomes enjoyable again instead of something you dread. Do this drink exactly as I've described, with the exact ingredients and timing. Every single time you do anything physical, and in 90 days you'll be stronger and more energetic at 75 than your kids are at 50. That's not exaggeration. That's what happened to me, and what I've seen happen to the handful of people I've convinced to actually try this consistently. Or I'm not Jack. If you want to stay strong, capable and active well into your 80s and beyond, subscribe to this channel right now. In the next video, I'm sharing something that could completely change how you think about aging and physical capability. If this information gave you a specific action plan or renewed hope, leave a like so more people can discover that strength at any age is genuinely possible. Tell me in the comments, what physical activity did you use to love that you've given up because recovery became too painful or slow? Tennis, basketball, hiking, dancing, something else? I read every single comment because your answer might inspire exactly what I talk about next. Live long, live strong. I'll see you in the next one.